Captain Thelmora guided her dying ship toward the blue-green planet with the last functioning thruster. The wandering star had been limping through space for 3 weeks after a pirate ambush near the Horsehead Nebula. Half her crew was injured, their food synthesizers were failing, and the hull had more holes than a Centaurian cheese wheel. Earth was their last hope, a newly contacted world that had barely achieved faster-than-light travel. Primitive by galactic standards, but it was the only inhabited system within range. "They're hailing us," her communications officer croaked, mandibles clicking weakly. "Audio only. Their translation matrix is crude." A warm voice crackled through the speakers. "Unknown vessel, this is Houston Space Control. We're reading critical damage to your ship. Transmitting docking coordinates for emergency berth. Medical teams are standing by." Thelmora felt her 3 hearts skip. They were actually going to help. No negotiations, no payment arrangements, no bureaucratic delays. Just help. The next 72 hours became a blur that would change her species' understanding of humanity forever. Within an hour of docking at the orbital station, human medics swarmed the wandering star. They didn't have proper xenobiological training. Earth had only met 4 alien species, but they adapted with terrifying speed. A young human doctor named Rodriguez spent 6 hours straight learning Thelmora's physiology from their own medical database, then successfully performed surgery on her engineer using improvised tools. "I'm a veterinarian back home," Rodriguez explained, carefully sealing the incision. Figured the principle was the same. Just had to adjust for the extra hearts. The ship repairs were equally unprecedented. Human engineers didn't just patch the holes, they improved the systems. A welder named Chen noticed their outdated cooling system and spent his off-shift fabricating a better one. "No charge," he said with a shrug. Seemed inefficient. But it was the small things that truly baffled Thelmora. The station commander, a stern woman named Morrison, personally delivered meals to the crew, real food, not ration packs, carefully prepared to match their dietary requirements. When Thelmora's youngest crew member, barely past adolescence, began crying from homesickness, a human child drew pictures to cheer him up. On the 3rd day, Thelmora found Morrison in the observation deck, looking at Earth below. "I must know," Thelmora said. "Why?" "We're strangers. We can barely pay for fuel, let alone all this. Your people have worked day and night. Why help us so completely?" Morrison turned, surprised by the question. "You needed help. What else would we do? Most species would negotiate. Establish payment terms. Extract concessions. This level of altruism is unprecedented in galactic civilization." The human commander looked genuinely confused. "But you crashed on our doorstep, hurt and scared. My grandmother always said you don't charge a drowning man for the rope." She smiled. "Besides, you're not strangers anymore. You're guests." When the wandering star finally departed, hull gleaming, systems upgraded, crew healthy and well-fed, Thelmora found a handwritten note tucked into her captain's chair. It was from little Emma, the child who'd drawn pictures. "Come back and visit us sometime. Bring stories. We want to hear about the stars." Thelmora filed her report to the Galactic Congress with trembling appendages. She described the repairs, the medical care, the generosity. But her conclusion made the most impact. "We arrived seeking repairs. Humanity gave us compassion, innovation, and friendship. They didn't just fix our ship, they reminded us what civilization should mean. Recommendation: immediate elevation to Galactic Council status. Humanity doesn't just deserve a seat at the table. They deserve to help build the table itself." The vote passed unanimously. Earth joined the galactic community not because of their weapons or technology, but because they showed the galaxy what it had forgotten, that kindness was the strongest force in the universe.